And we're cutting in right now to bring you an update on tonight's breaking news, that officer-involved shooting in Papillion. Papillion's police chief is talking live right now. Let's go there.
Was initiated. There were some shots exchanged down near 96th and Cornhusker near the Lux Grill. The pursuit continued and ended up over here in the Home Depot parking lot. Suspects were fired upon. They returned fire, and the suspect was critically injured and transported to the trauma center. Officers from the Papillion Police Department, the La Vista Police Department, and the Sarpy County Sheriff's Office were involved in this incident.
Was there one suspect or multiple?
One suspect that we know of right now.
And you said this started at Ming's restaurant. Do you know anything that sparked it?
We don't. We know there was a disturbance of some type and shots fired. That's how the call came out, and officers responded.
And you said there was a third scene at a grow?
Down here at 96th in the Cornhusker Portal area, there were some shots fired, but we'll take some time to determine, what that was, what involvement that was, and who was involved in those shots.
And this involved a chase of some sort that ended here, is that correct?
Correct. Officers spotted the suspect vehicle after it had fled the scene. Pursuit ensued, ended up here at Home Depot, and officers were fired upon, and officers returned fire, and the suspect was critically injured.
And you don't know how many people were involved in the conflict that started this?
No, not this time.
Any bystanders injured at all?
No bystanders were injured. No officers were injured. There are a number of witnesses at the different scenes, the three different scenes. So as you can imagine, there is a lot of work to be done. The Sarpy County Force Investigation Team has come out, and they'll be taking over the investigation. That's a team made up of Sarpy, Bellevue, Papillion, La Vista officers, investigators that will do the heavy lifting on this investigation. And they're at all of those locations now.
From your understanding, was it the suspect that initiated the gunfire?
That's my understanding at this point, but again, there's a lot to determine and to go through. The investigation will obviously be ongoing throughout the evening.
With the initial shots fired call, do you believe that it was between people who knew each other, or?
It's undetermined at this point. I wouldn't want to speculate.
Okay.
So it was a male?
It was a male suspect. Don't have any of the information at this time.
Do you know what kind of firearm was used?
We're still determining all of that, what was all involved in the shooting, but that'll come out at a later point.
So was one officer or more than one officer that returned fire?
There was more than one officer that returned fire, yes.
I know an officer never wants to have to use his weapon. What kind of training do you guys go for situations like this?
I think we have a great training program with the Sarpy Douglas Law Enforcement Training Academy. We get top-notch training. The officers get lots and lots of reps. We do rep this. We go through shoot, don't shoot situations. They go through scenarios. They go through felony traffic stops. And I think we do a great job of training officers to handle a situation like this. And fortunately, there were no officers injured tonight, so I'm very, very thankful for that. And I should also say there is no danger to the public at this point. Nobody should be alarmed. There's no second or third suspect out there. Again, that we're aware of. So,
anything else you want the public to know?
I just think they need to know that officers responded to the best of their abilities and contained the situation quickly. Everybody is safe at this point from a citizen standpoint, but the investigation will be ongoing probably throughout the weekend, and we'll have more information when it's available.
Other than that one suspect, have you taken anyone else into custody, or are you questioning anyone else?
There's lots of interviews being done with other witnesses, if you will, but right now there are no other arrests and no other suspects that we believe.
Would it be fair to describe those injuries as life-threatening?
Yes.
And for the people that come to Home Depot, they're not going to be able to come here today?
Well, Home Depot is closed for the rest of the evening, and I can't tell you how long it will be closed, but the parking lot will be closed until the investigation has gotten everything that we need to proceed and move forward.
How about the other two locations? Do you think they'll be closed as well?
They will be too for a while. I don't believe all of Terra Plaza is closed, but certainly the sections that we need to, or we believe that are intricate or pertinent to the investigation, are closed. But again, I couldn't put a time frame on it.
And do you know if the disturbance was inside or outside of Ming's?
I believe it was outside, but again, that's speculation, just initial discussion points. But again, that's stuff that we'll have to determine But I believe the shots that were fired were outside. But again, that's all going to have to come out in the coming hours as we move through this.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thanks so
Chief.
much. Yep. Thank you.
All right, you just heard from Chief Chris Whitted in Papillion, who wrapped up that officer-involved shooting scene. Says the suspect is critically injured. No one else is in danger. Stay with KETV News Watch 7 for more complete coverage of this breaking news. We'll bring it to you tomorrow morning and as it develops. Have a good night.